Shaolin Kung Fu, king of the fighting arts. Deadly and mysterious, its reputation was forged on the battlefields of ancient China. But born in the cradle of Zen Buddhism, Shaolin Temple. To discover the secrets behind this spiritual art of combat, I'll have to infiltrate its rank.
This is where the term boot camp would really apply.
I'm Jason Scott Lee, Hollywood actor and student of Bruce Lee's martial art Jeet Kune Do for 20 years. For 2 weeks, I'll be eating, sleeping, and breathing Kung Fu under Shaolin's reigning masters. And I'll be tested to my limits every day. Fail, and I'll be thrown out of Kung Fu boot camp. Succeed, and I will earn my place in this elite institution and learn what it takes to be a Shaolin warrior.
We're on the road, we're driving up to the mythical Shaolin Temple. Shaolin Temple for martial artists around the world, it's sort of a mecca. It's the place where you almost need to make a pilgrimage to because of its history of 1,500 years of these warrior monks that have protected and defended peace and China and emperors, and they have such a royal bearing within the martial arts community. Shaolin Temple for me goes back a long ways. My father used to take us to all these old Kung Fu movies. As a child, you're just fascinated by the Kung Fu, the flying they could do, and almost X-Men-like powers that they had. And it's always been a fantasy of mine to see what that's all about.
You can say that Shaolin Temple is every Kung Fu student's dream rite of passage. I hope my 20 years of training in Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do and my experience as an instructor in the art have prepared me for acceptance into the temple. I don't know what to expect. To come all this way and possibly be turned away, I don't know.
Omitofu.
Amitofu.
I'm looking for Yang Chen Shifu.
I am Master Yan Chan. If you want to learn Shaolin Kung Fu, I must bring you to meet the abbot. If the abbot is willing to accept you as his disciple, I can start to teach you Shaolin Kung Fu. Come with me.
Wow, I can't believe I'm here. This place feels amazing.
Shaolin Temple was built in the 5th century amongst the lush forest of Mount Sung. Over the millennia, the World Heritage Site has been attacked by bandits, sacked by rebel armies, and rebuilt many times. Its scars are deep, but you can't deny the incredible aura it still exudes. We're heading to the heart of the temple, the main prayer hall. The hall can fit around 100 monks and is used for a variety of activities, from daily prayers to big celebrations. Today it hosts the abbot, who will judge if I'm worthy to be a student of Shaolin.
Only a gentleman can become a disciple, so you should do it well. Before I can make you a disciple, I have a few questions to ask you. Do you have your parents' consent to become a disciple of the Shaolin Temple?
Yes.
Do you have unsettled lawsuits on hand?
No.
Do you have any unpaid debts?
No.
Are you over 18 years old?
45. Well, I was kind of confused with the questions, how personal some were, and wasn't quite sure which way to go, whether my answers were going to be correct or not, or if they weren't, were they going to kick me out. I wasn't sure.
You meet the requirements. You can become a disciple.
Tried to stay along the lines of something that I thought would suit my choice for being there, and I think it all worked out fine.
Congratulations on becoming a disciple. We're going to shave your head to be like us.
Shaolin monks shave their heads as a show of devotion to Buddha. It also signifies a cleansing process.
So this is shaving off all my worldly desires to achieve enlightenment, letting go of material things.
Seems like you really have an affinity with Buddha. A shaved head suits you.
Feels good.
With the ceremonies out of the way, it's time to kick off my training. Yanchen Sifu gives me a taste of what Shaolin Kung Fu is all about.
These are the fellow seniors who will be practicing Shaolin Kung Fu together with you. All right, everyone, let's begin now. Jason, this is double whips. Double whips emphasizes on the speed and the strength of the wrist.
The first day I met the monks, they came off very jovial. But when they were put to the test with their skills, you could see the fierceness, you see the mental focus. That contradiction into what you think a Shaolin warrior monk is was kind of unfolding right before my eyes. It looks like the most impressive weapon. You know, the big question that people want to know is, well, can Jason Scott Lee beat a Shaolin monk? I think about it and I think, well, why would I want to pick a fight with a Shaolin monk anyway?
The monks prove my point spectacularly with a display of their incredible defense against the sharpest weapons.
You try it.
Me?
Yes.
As it turns out, it's also a rite of passage for the freshmen of the team.
Uh-oh. I'm in trouble now. Ah!
Lightly, lightly. Lightly, lightly.
That's good.
In Shaolin, before you can train Qigong or even handle a weapon, you have to master hand-to-hand combat. Today I will be learning Shaolin's famous 7-star fist, one of its most ancient Kung Fu forms. In a few days, I will be tested on the accuracy of my moves, and if I fail, I will be shown the door.
Before you learn the stance, I'll let Xiao Song demonstrate it to you. Xiao Song, demonstrate it once.
Legend has it that movements in the 7-star fists are actually inspired by the Big Dipper constellation. It's designed for close-quarter combat and can be applied by smaller-sized fighters against larger opponents, making even a tiny fighter like Xiao Song a tricky adversary.
Pretty amazing for a 6-year-old boy.
You'll gradually be able to fight as well and as fluidly as us. As I have mentioned, the motion of the body flows naturally after 1,000 punches.
It doesn't look like it's that hard, but it's very hard. And I've been having a lot of problem wrapping my head around it. There's so much detail involved. Almost every move is designed to either strike or deflect or protect. That'll work. You okay?
When you're doing the stance, apply the hand grip. A hand grip, you understand?
When he applied the pressure on my arm, he locks my hand, and it locks my shoulder. And then with the kick, he just punishes you to the ground. He can also apply it as a throw. So there's a lot of applications
You have to be flexible in deciding how to execute a move. This is how the move is done. But you have to think about how to improvise and apply to various situations. Understand?
This is meditation in motion. There is a relaxed quality to it, but there's also an explosion of chi. I don't know when those moments are. So I'm going blind, trying to learn the moves. This is a lot to take in just one day, but I haven't got a lot of time to feel sorry for myself. I've got to train harder than anyone else if I'm going to make the cut. Learn Kung Fu that I never knew existed, and find the key to unlock the secrets of the 7-star fist. As part of the Shaolin Kung Fu team, I have to train 3 hours in the morning and 2.5 hours in the afternoon over the next 2 weeks. My teammates do it year in and year out. There's a wonderful brotherhood that happens when you're doing really difficult practices. There's that trust that you have to have. Almost like falling backwards and you know, knowing that someone's going to be there to catch you.
Your next challenge is very important. If your legs are not flexible, you will face a lot of difficulty in your training. Let me show you what Kung Fu style you can learn when you have mastered stretching. Yan Bing, come here.
When I watch the Shaolin monk performing the stretching exercise, it's not what you would think Shaolin Kung Fu is. You think Shaolin Kung Fu, Shaolin boxers, Shaolin, you know, throwing kicks and breaking material things. But as I watched that, I thought, wow, that's a facet of Shaolin Kung Fu that you don't often see. That would be more akin to yoga or an Ayurvedic yogic practice. With the breathing and the contortion and the immense amount of flexibility. From what I observed, he's going through a meditation. In this meditation, he gets into different contorted positions. Yangchen Shifu says that that's all about meditation. That's what integral part of Shaolin Kung Fu, which is completely brand new to me because I had never been introduced to that side, and I was completely fascinated. To be there and experience something like that makes it a very unique experience for me because of coming in with no real expectations, but coming out seeing an amazing kaleidoscope and amazing multifaceted methods of training that these Shaolin monks go through.
You have to practice hard, understand? Everyone, off to the next location. Hurry up!
My lack of flexibility has shot my confidence to pieces. I need to pull myself together. And Yangchen Shifu has the perfect motivator. The centuries-old Hall of 1,000 Buddhas, also known as the Kung Fu Training Hall. It's the